Welcome back to Zap Wars and me trying to do Pac-Man. The 1980 game from Namco. Bally Midway version. Yes, it really is the Bally Midway version. A little background on this game. I played it for the first time. I saw it for the first time in 1981. What happened was, we were going on a long trip to Ohio. It wasn't that long of a trip, but it was pretty long for our car, which wasn't able to handle it. So we didn't handle the trip very well. The car would break down every 20 miles or so. It would overheat. So what I did was, hold on a second. The car would overheat every 20 miles, and so we'd stop at a hotel while it cooled down. And there was a hotel along there every 20 miles down the highway. Oh. And so every one of these hotels had a game called Crazy Climber in it. We'll be playing Crazy Climber soon enough. Watch this. Oh, he was supposed to turn. I might have to play 2 or 3 games in this run. I'm not doing very well right now. No, that didn't work. Alright. So we would stop and play Crazy Climber. My parents would stop and have coffee or something. I don't know what they had. Probably coffee. And it got to the point where they'd give me a quarter and say, okay, play Crazy Climber while we're doing this. And so I'd say yes, okay, I'd play Crazy Climber once. And then I ended up having to sit and look at it for 15 minutes because it was a short game. And I was happy about this. It was a nice situation. Because it was my favorite game. There was only like one other game I'd ever played at the time. And that's just no good. Oh no! Aha! Oh look, I grouped them all together. Go for it! Oh. Done! Oh, and they reversed at just the right moment. I couldn't get the fruit, though. Go for it. Anyway, one day... there was... Not one day. It was all on the same day. It was a long trip. We kept making this trip. Well, we only made the trip the one time, but it was a long trip, and... Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, here we go. So what happened was, every time there'd be usually just a Crazy Climber in the lobby of the hotel. Now there was one hotel that had a Death Race video game. Unfortunately, I don't have any access to Death Race, so you can't expect me to play it. It worked. And there was one time I was playing Death Race, or not Death Race, there was one time I was playing the game, and I'm gonna die. Oh, wait! Ah! Oh, yes! That was incredible. I gotta just clear dots at this point. Whoa! Ah! Oh, I got one life left. I'm not gonna make it to the second intermission, let alone the first. It's worth trying, though. Perfect! that's enough. So one day Pac-Man, or not one day, one hotel had Pac-Man in it. And I was like, what is this thing? There's these things moving around the screen. There's this something going on there. I didn't know what this was. I still don't know what it is in some ways. Oh, great. They do that just so I eat the monsters sooner, or have to try to eat the monsters sooner. I love a close call in a video game. Well, that was interesting. I hate being trapped in these. Oh, great. Ah! Alright, here we go. No! Didn't make it. The end. I gotta continue this anecdote, so I'll play another game. Now to continue, yeah, so I was like, what is this Pac-Man game? It was just ridiculous looking. I mean, it just looks ridiculous now, really. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here, which makes it difficult to talk during it. That's enough for that. What's funny is when we actually got to our destination in Ohio, the hotel that we actually stayed at, instead of just had a coffee break or whatever, was the strangest thing. It didn't have Pac-Man. So I never saw Pac-Man the rest of the time. Why the hell did I do that? Ah! I'm gonna crash into somebody here. This is terrible. There's monsters all over the place and I'm letting them get away, and my game is not on its game today. Oh, I missed him again. Go for it, go for it. Oh, no, it's too far. Oh, that's a very low score for somebody who tries to do well in this game. Alright. No, but Pac-Man was very interesting, and I didn't get to see it again for some time, because the game that I was playing like crazy... The game that I was playing like crazy in that hotel was Star Castle. Because I knew it was Star Castle, even though I don't remember it being there. I was pretty much a kid at the time, but I remember Star Castle because I was playing. We were trying to sleep. And while we were trying to sleep, suddenly around 4 a.m., we hear boo, and that was the sound of that game, Star Castle, being played. Uh-oh. Oh well, that didn't work. Hey, I did it on the first guy, so maybe there's a chance this time. You know, I should really get the sound knocked down on this thing. I'm gonna have to consider doing this, turning down the sound on future videos. This one isn't doing very well with that kind of thing. And I should go for the... should go for the fruit. Oh, great. He wasn't supposed to go up those things. I should be able to get a couple of them here. I should just focus on clearing the board. That would be better than having to focus on going after monsters. It adds a little extra element to the whole thing. Now the problem with scoring on the later boards is that they lose a lot of their time. They lose a lot of blue time, and as a result, and then they get faster and you can't catch up to them. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, he was gonna turn north. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're just gonna do this. That didn't work. Anyway, the anecdote wasn't all that exciting. It was just basically... The anecdote was basically I just went and I played video games for a while, and that almost didn't work. Right away they turned into the creatures that they are known for being. Oh, I'm at the wrong place. Hold on. Never go after too many monsters on these boards. Alright. Yeah, so I missed out on Pac-Man. It was mostly space games at the hotel I ended up staying at, which was really too bad, but that's just how it goes. These things happen. I later saw Pac-Man a lot more. How's that? Uh-oh. I screwed up. Well, that was no good. And now I gotta make up for all these dots that are all over the place. Here. Clearing channels, that's the important thing. Oh no! Am I going to get to the second intermission? Oh. If not, at least I could get the high score, hopefully. Just hang around here. Now! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2. Don't go after the third one. He's gonna turn back. There, made it. Look, second intermission. Same music, though. Similar action. Also, it ends really quickly. I think the emulator might be to blame for that. For those of you who don't know, I'm playing this thing on an emulator. Emulators are my kind of thing. Suddenly the blue time goes back to something lengthier again. But it's so much tougher. Ah! I couldn't get back on the track. Well, I got to board 6 this time. Anyway, to finish the anecdote, it wasn't much of a thing, but it was just such a huge impression on me. And it was like, hey, look, video games have a very distinctive color. As opposed to, Crazy Climber, the color wasn't that exciting. I didn't think much of that. And it was games like this and Rally X and a couple other games that we'll be getting into. I didn't realize this was all because of Namco. But there were other companies and there are other games, and we'll try again. We'll be back with more Pac-Man and other games in future. Really, we will. See you next time.